Hi there everybody, it's UK independent Stampin' Up demonstrator Halsey here from slimandstylish.stampingup.net. Thank you so much for joining me. Today I'm saying goodbye to the old annual catalogue, ready to welcome in the new annual catalogue that will be coming out in May. For anyone who's shopped with me since January this year, I will be sending you a complimentary catalogue out in the post. But if you haven't shopped with me and you would like to see the new catalogue, I send them out free within the UK, so just give me a nudge and I will pop one in the post to you. But over the week, I'm going to be saying goodbye to some of my retiring favourites from the annual catalogue. So do make sure that you've subscribed to my channel and you'll be able to see a new project each day saying goodbye to some of the stamp sets that I've had over the year and thoroughly enjoyed using. There's a whole heap of stuff that's retiring, which is dead exciting for me because after having them for a year, I'm a little bit bored of a few of them now and I want some new goodies to play with. So let me have a talk to you about what is going, and then you can head over to my store, slimandstylish.stampinup.net, and check out the clearance. Some of these products are up to 60% off, but when they're gone, they're gone. So get there quick. The clearance sale is on for a month, but like I said, once they're gone, they're gone. Okay? One of the things that's the big talking point about the new catalogue is that we're having a colour refresh. This is quite exciting for me. One of my favouriteest ever colours is coming back and a few of the other colours are going. So what I'm going to do before I start this project is talk you through which colours are staying and which colours are going. And then as soon as I've done that, I'm going to start on saying goodbye to a stamp set and I'll create a card using it. And I'm going to bring a different video to you each day. So heading to the colour section of the annual catalogue, let me tell you what's going. So the 2021-2023 in colours, let me talk in colours to you. We have 5 new in colours come every year and they last for 2 years. So these ones here came 2 years ago and now they are retiring. And the ones to the left of it, they come last year and they'll have them for another year. What's great about this is Fresh Freesia, which is this end one, which was my favourite in colour, is actually staying in the colour refresh and is going to become a core colour. So we're saying goodbye to Polished Pink, Pale Papaya, Evening Evergreen and Soft Succulent, but we're keeping Fresh Freesia. Over in the Brights collection, we're saying goodbye to Mango Melody, goodbye to Bermuda Bay and goodbye to Pacific Point. Now I am a little bit upset about Mango Melody and Bermuda Bay because they were my 2 favourite colours. They're the only 2 colours that are going that I'm genuinely upset about. The others, I can't wait to see the replacements. Over in the Neutrals collection, we're getting rid of Merry Mallow, Soft Suede and Sahara Sand, and we'll be getting 3 new colours coming to this collection. Make sure you subscribe to my channel and I will show you all of the new colours when they become available. Regal's collection, we are losing Rich Razzleberry at the very end, Rich Razzleberry. We're losing that colour at the very end. So we're just losing 1 out of that collection. The Subtles collection we're losing the most out of. So we're going to be losing 4 colours from here. We're losing Blush and Bride, So Saffron, Pear Pizzazz and Mint Macaron. So the 4 of them will be going and we'll be getting 4 new Subtles colours. Now, as I said, do pay attention to my channel as I will show you all of the new colours and projects to make with them. So today we're going to be saying goodbye to a stamp set. Now I'm going to be putting a different video out each week. It'll have this same front, but the rest of it will be a different card. So let's see which of my favourite stamp sets we're saying goodbye to today. And don't forget to head over to slimandstylish.stampinup.net to pick up any of the retiring goodies from the catalogue. So today's project is from the MiniCatalogue, which is retiring at the same time. And items in the MiniCatalogue are also going to be added onto the clearance racks and the last chance items. So today's card is using my favouriteest of all the MiniCatalogue stamp sets. I absolutely loved this one and it's loved it but couldn't say it. It's framed florets, and this had coordinating dies with it as well that were frame dies and they were absolutely beautiful. Now normally my last chance items and when they've retired go on my eBay and they help fund my business going forward, but this set is definitely not. Don't look for this one on my eBay. This one is going into my drawer and staying forever and ever. I fell in love with it. So the card I'm going to make today is a really simple one. I'm going to be using the 2 flowers, the bigger one and the smaller one, and I've used these so many times. I'm surprised the stamp's not used out. Considering the mini catalogue only really came out in January, they have had an awful lot of use. So I'm going to be making a little zigzag up the card here, and I'm going to go big stamp, little stamp, big stamp, little stamp, in sort of like a S shape. Not really an S, but you can see what I mean. I'm zigzagging it up to create a pattern. And the nice thing about these is the petals go in and out, so you can quite happily put them far apart, but you can also bring them in really close without interlocking them, and that's great too. You don't have to use masking paper. It's brilliant. So now that I've got that done, I'm going to colour them in. So I'm using dark Daffodil Delight in the centre of the flowers, and then for the big ones what I'm going to do is I'm going to use dark Pool Party, and I'm just going to put that around the edge and also in the shaded parts. So not only am I using my favourite set, I'm using my favourite colour as well. I mean, I try not to say that I have favourites because I know my other craft suppliers will get upset, but Pool Party is definitely it. And then you can see I'm using the light Pool Party just around the edges of the flowers, but I've left a huge gap in the middle, and that's because I'm going to come in with light Daffodil Delight and blend it all in together. You don't always have to use the same colours. While they blend nicely, being a dark and a light, you can always use different colours. So for this one, you're using dark and light Fresh Freesia, and the dark was in the centre. The light has gone around the edges, and you can see I'm bringing it in with light Smoky Slate. So again, a completely different colour, but it works really well with these, and they just pop. Love this. Now, I did think I was going to put it landscape like this, but then I changed my mind and put it back portrait. And I've put the sentiment on. Honestly, my mind sometimes, it jumps all the way around. It really does. I look at them and it's a completely different project by the time I finish than what I've planned. So lucky to call you my friend. How great a sentiment is that on a card? I think it's lovely. So now I'm going to cut this down slightly because this cardstock was 10.5 centimetres by 14.8, which is a size I normally use. But I want to put it onto some coloured cardstock at the back so that it actually pops, really pops with colour. So I'm going to be using Coastal Cabana cardstock with this. I realised I put Pool Party on the card, but it wasn't going to pop enough for me. So I'm using Coastal Cabana, and I'm just going to half my A4 sheet, and then I'm going to score that in half. Okay, so I'm cutting it at 14.8 centimetres and then scoring it at 10.5, and this will give me my A6 card base. And then what I'm going to do is, you can see here, it still goes top to bottom because it's still cut at 14.8, but because I've cut that ½ centimetre off the side, it's got a little strip on both sides of the cardstock. So it's just going to have that pop of colour come out at the edges like that. Love doing that. It doesn't always have to be the same distance each way around. You can just pop a shadow behind it with a card. So now I'm going to be using some of our butterflies just to give it a little bit of jizz and jazz, you know, bling it up. And that is the card pretty much done. Isn't that stunning? I love this stamp set. It's so beautiful. Don't miss out on it, honestly, because it's beautiful. It really is one of my favourites. I'm adding some Winker Stella just to make it glittery, and I'm only going to do that on the blue flowers because they're the biggest flowers. But yeah, there's my card. You can get this and everything else I've used from slimandstylish.stampinup.net, and if you live in the UK and want a copy of the new catalogue, let me know. Speak to you all soon. Have a lovely day. Bye.